Living alone as an older adult is a journey of independence, peace, and self-discovery. However, it also comes with unique challenges that can sometimes feel overwhelming. Many people have shared their thoughts and experiences on various platforms and forums, offering a wealth of wisdom to help make living alone more enjoyable and manageable. In this video, I'll be sharing some of the most important things to avoid when living alone, especially as an older adult. This advice comes not only from personal experience, but also from the collective knowledge of countless others who have walked this path before. I hope these insights serve as a guide to help you avoid common pitfalls and embrace the beauty of living alone with confidence and contentment. One of the most frequently discussed concerns about living alone as you age is the tendency to become too isolated. It's surprisingly easy to fall into a routine where days turn into weeks without meaningful social interaction. Many older adults have shared their experiences of how, without realizing it, they slowly disconnected from friends, family, and community. This is why it's crucial to make a conscious effort to stay connected, join social groups, even virtual ones, engage in community activities, whether it's a book club, a fitness class, or a local gathering. Schedule regular calls or visits with loved ones. One woman shared how she started volunteering at a local shelter once a week. Not only did it give her a renewed sense of purpose, but it also introduced her to new friends. The key is not to wait until loneliness sets in, but to actively maintain social connections. It doesn't have to be every day, but small, consistent moments of interaction can make a world of difference. Another major mistake many older adults make is letting their health routines slip. When living alone, there's no one to remind you to take your medications, schedule and attend doctor's appointments, get outside for fresh air and exercise. An older gentleman once shared how easy it was for him to postpone small things, like regular checkups, thinking, "I'll get to it next week." But before he knew it, months had passed, and he had neglected his routine care. Eventually, he developed more serious health issues that could have been prevented with early intervention. His advice was simple but powerful. Set reminders on your phone or write appointments on a calendar to stay on track. Establish a routine for physical activity, even if it's just a short daily walk or gentle stretching in the morning. Prioritize mental health. Bottling up feelings of sadness or anxiety can take a toll. Whether it's talking to a friend or seeing a therapist, your emotional well-being deserves as much care as your physical health. Taking small but consistent steps to care for your health ensures that you can continue enjoying the independence that comes with living alone. When you live alone, especially as you get older, safety becomes even more critical. It's easy to fall into the mindset of thinking, "I've lived here for years and nothing has ever happened." But being proactive about safety can prevent accidents or emergencies before they occur. A woman in a senior living forum shared how she once had a minor fall in her kitchen and couldn't reach her phone for hours. That experience was a wake-up call for her, leading her to invest in a personal emergency response system. Devices like these provide peace of mind, knowing that help is just a button away. Similarly, consider these safety measures to keep your home secure and prevent potential hazards. Ensure good lighting in all areas of your home, especially in stairways, hallways, and bathrooms. To reduce the risk of falls, install grab bars in bathrooms and near steps to provide extra stability. Keep essential emergency contacts easily accessible, either on speed dial or written in a visible location. Consider security cameras or smart doorbells to monitor visitors and enhance home security. Have a trusted neighbor or family member check in on you regularly. Whether it's a weekly visit or a simple phone call, taking a few precautionary steps can help you feel safer and more confident in your own home, without living in fear or anxiety. Living alone offers a great deal of freedom, but with that freedom comes the risk of developing unhealthy habits. When there's no one else around to hold you accountable, it's easy to slip into routines that may not be in your best interest. Some common pitfalls include overeating, particularly snacking out of boredom rather than hunger, leading a sedentary lifestyle with little to no physical activity, drinking more alcohol than necessary, especially to cope with loneliness or boredom. Many older adults have shared their experiences of falling into these patterns without even realizing it. One woman recounted how, after her spouse passed away, she found herself constantly snacking in front of the TV. Without a dinner partner, she stopped preparing full meals and instead resorted to mindless eating, which eventually took a toll on her health, both physically and mentally. To break free from unhealthy habits, she made a conscious effort to plan and prepare proper meals, giving her days more structure and ensuring she ate nutritious foods. Set small, realistic goals, such as cooking a homemade meal a few times a week or incorporating a short walk into her routine. Find a new hobby that kept her active, such as gardening and light yoga, which helped her feel more engaged with life. The goal isn't perfection, but balance. It's important to be mindful of how you treat your body and to prioritize self-care. Imagine how you would encourage a dear friend to make better choices, then apply that same kindness and discipline to yourself. A large home can be a wonderful place for raising a family, but once you're living alone, it can start to feel overwhelming. Many older adults struggle to keep up with household maintenance, and what was once a comfortable space can become a source of stress. One woman on a senior forum shared how, after her children moved out, she spent years trying to maintain the family home. She felt guilty about downsizing because of the memories attached to the place. However, over time, she realized that managing such a large home was exhausting, both physically and emotionally. Eventually, she made the decision to move into a smaller, more manageable space. To her surprise, this change brought her a greater sense of freedom and peace. Without the constant burden of home maintenance, she could focus on things that truly brought her joy. If you're not ready to downsize, that's perfectly okay, but it's important to evaluate your situation and consider, how much space do you truly need and feel comfortable managing? Would hiring help for household tasks, such as lawn care, housekeeping, or minor repairs, make life easier? Your home should be a place of comfort and security, not an overwhelming responsibility. Making adjustments, whether by downsizing or enlisting support, can help you maintain a peaceful living environment without unnecessary stress. One of the most significant challenges of living alone, especially after retirement or the loss of a partner, is the potential loss of purpose. Many people on forums have spoken about the difficulty of waking up each day without a clear direction. When work, caregiving, and daily obligations are no longer part of the routine, some individuals begin to feel like they're merely passing time rather than truly living. However, your life still holds immense value. There are countless opportunities to stay engaged, grow, and contribute to the world around you. Here are some ways to cultivate a sense of purpose. Pursue hobbies and interests that excite you. Whether it's painting, gardening, writing, or learning a new language, engaging in activities that bring you joy adds richness and meaning to your daily life. Volunteer your time and skills. Many seniors find great fulfillment in giving back to their communities, whether through mentoring, tutoring, working at food banks, or supporting animal shelters. Stay curious and keep learning. Consider taking an online class, attending a lecture, or even reading books on subjects that interest you. One man shared how he found unexpected joy in mentoring younger generations. After retiring, he began volunteering at a local community center, offering guidance to young adults navigating their careers. Helping others gave me a renewed sense of purpose. I no longer felt like I was just getting through the day. I was contributing in a meaningful way, he explained. The key to maintaining a fulfilling life is to keep exploring. Living alone doesn't mean living without meaning. There's always something new to learn, experience, and contribute. You just have to take the first step. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make when living alone is feeling like they have to handle everything by themselves. It's easy to fall into the mindset of, I don't want to bother anyone. But the truth is, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. There are plenty of ways to make life easier by leaning on others. Ask a neighbor to help with grocery shopping if it's difficult to get to the store. Invite family members over more often instead of waiting for them to visit. Consider hiring help for home maintenance, lawn care, or housekeeping. There's no shame in needing assistance. One woman shared how she initially hesitated to rely on her adult children. She worried that asking for help would make her seem incapable. Over time, however, she realized that her children actually wanted to help, and doing so made them feel more connected. I thought I was burdening them, but in reality they were happy to pitch in. Asking for help didn't take away my independence. It allowed me to live with less stress, she said. There is strength in community, even if that community is small. Whether it's a friend, a relative, or even a friendly neighbor, having a support system makes all the difference. Living alone doesn't mean living without support. Don't be afraid to reach out when you need to. One of the greatest benefits of living alone is having the freedom to create a home that truly reflects your personality and needs. However, without anyone else around to notice, it's easy to let things slide until clutter and mess become overwhelming. A woman on a senior living forum shared her experience. After my husband passed, I slowly stopped caring about my home. Dishes would pile up, projects would go unfinished, and I told myself it didn't matter since no one else was around to see it. But when a friend visited and helped me tidy up, I realized how much my messy space was affecting my mood. A cluttered home can lead to increased stress and anxiety, more safety hazards, such as tripping over scattered items, a lack of motivation to do daily activities. The good news? You don't have to tackle everything at once. Start small. Pick one area to tidy up, like your kitchen counter or bedside table. Focus on safety. Make sure pathways are clear and that essential items like your phone and glasses are within easy reach. Create a system. Whether it's a one item out, one item in rule or setting aside a few minutes each day for organization, small habits make a big difference. Maintaining a clean and organized home doesn't just improve your physical environment, it also boosts your mental well-being and creates a more peaceful living space. When living alone, especially in retirement, it's easy to lose track of time. Without the structure of a job or family responsibilities, the days can start blending together. You might find yourself asking, wait, is it Monday or Thursday? This lack of routine can lead to feelings of disorientation, aimlessness, and even depression. Many seniors on forums have shared how they maintain structure in their lives to avoid this. One man explained that after retiring, he struggled with feeling lost and unmotivated until he started implementing a schedule. His simple but effective system included grocery shopping on the same day each week, taking a morning walk at the same time every day, scheduling social activities, even if it was just a weekly phone call with a friend. Creating a daily and weekly routine helps ground you and brings more meaning to each day. Here are some practical ways to stay on track. Plan your week in advance. Write down key tasks and events. Use a wall calendar or planner. Seeing things visually can help prevent forgetfulness. Set reminders on your phone, whether it's for exercise, taking medication, or checking in with loved ones. Have something to look forward to. This could be a hobby, a favorite TV show, or even a simple routine like enjoying tea on the porch at sunset. Even small habits, like waking up at the same time every day or eating meals at regular intervals, can add structure and give your days more purpose. By staying organized and maintaining a sense of routine, you'll feel more in control of your time and your life. Sentimental items can bring comfort and nostalgia, but holding on to too many possessions for emotional reasons can clutter your space and create unnecessary stress. There's a fine balance between cherishing memories and allowing material objects to overwhelm your home and life. A video I once watched featured an older woman who shared her experience of decluttering after her husband's passing. At first, she found it impossible to part with any of his belongings. She held on to clothes, tools, even old papers that hadn't been touched in years. Each item held sentimental value, and she felt guilty about letting go of anything. But as time passed, she realized that keeping too many of these objects was preventing her from fully moving forward. With the help of her children, she carefully went through his belongings, keeping only the most meaningful items, a watch, a few handwritten notes, and a special jacket, letting go of everything else that no longer served a purpose. The process was emotional, but ultimately, it made her home feel lighter and easier to manage. She described the experience, "It was as if I was making space for new memories rather than holding on to the past too tightly." Letting go of sentimental items doesn't mean forgetting, it means making room for new experiences. Here are a few gentle ways to declutter sentimental belongings. Keep only a few items that truly bring comfort. Take photos of sentimental objects before letting them go. Pass special keepsakes down to family members who would appreciate them. Donate meaningful items to charities where they can bring joy to someone else. Decluttering in this way can be an incredibly freeing process, helping you feel more in control of your space and your emotions. One of the biggest oversights for older adults living alone is failing to prepare adequately for emergencies. Whether it's a power outage, a medical emergency, a natural disaster. Having a plan in place is critical, especially when you don't have someone else living with you to share the responsibility. A man on an online forum once shared a frightening experience. A sudden snowstorm left him without power for days. While he had enough food, he hadn't charged his phone or prepared any backup lighting. As a result, he felt vulnerable and completely isolated, unable to reach anyone for help. After that, he decided to take emergency preparedness seriously. He invested in a portable phone charger to stay connected, a fully stocked emergency kit with food, water, and first aid supplies, battery-operated lanterns and flashlights for power outages. Having these essentials in place gave him peace of mind, knowing he could handle unexpected situations better. Here's how to stay prepared. Ensure you have a list of emergency contacts easily accessible. Keep an emergency kit stocked with non-perishable food, water, medications, and flashlights. Charge your phone regularly and keep a backup power bank on hand. If you live in an area prone to storms, earthquakes, or floods, make sure you have an evacuation plan and know where to find shelter if needed. Being prepared doesn't mean expecting the worst. It simply ensures your safety and independence in case of an unexpected situation. Another thing to avoid when living alone is losing track of your finances. As we get older, it's easy to let paperwork pile up or forget about certain bills, bank accounts, and subscriptions, especially when no one else is around to remind us. Many older adults on online forums emphasize the importance of staying financially organized to reduce stress and maintain stability. One woman shared her challenging experience after her husband passed away. For years, he had handled all of the household finances. She had never kept track of which bills were on auto-pay or what subscriptions they had signed up for. Months later, she realized she was still paying for services she no longer used. She had missed payments on important bills. Her retirement savings weren't being properly monitored. She admitted, "I felt completely overwhelmed, like I had lost control. I didn't even know where to begin." Eventually, she reached out to a trusted family member for help and slowly regained control of her finances. Here's how to avoid financial disorganization. Set up automatic payments for essential bills like rent, utilities, and insurance. Review your bank statements every month to ensure there are no unexpected charges. Keep important financial documents organized in one place, such as wills, account details, and insurance policies. If needed, ask for help from a family member, trusted friend, or financial advisor. Financial stability brings peace of mind, allowing you to enjoy life without the stress of financial uncertainty. Living alone can sometimes feel isolating or discouraging, but your mindset plays a crucial role in shaping your experience. Many older adults on forums have shared how negative thinking led them to feel unmotivated to engage in daily activities, disconnected from others, even when they had opportunities to socialize, hopeless about the future, believing their best years were behind them. One woman shared that she spent years dwelling on what she had lost: her spouse, her home, and even the feeling of youth. She felt stuck in a cycle of grief, unable to move forward. It wasn't until she made a conscious decision to shift her perspective that her life changed. Instead of focusing on what was missing, she began to appreciate what she still had: her health, her independence, and the opportunity to explore new passions. Here's how to keep negativity at bay. Practice gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every day, no matter how small. Surround yourself with positivity. Listen to uplifting music, watch heartwarming movies, and spend time with people who bring joy. Focus on what you can control, whether it's improving your health, organizing your space, or picking up a new hobby. Choose to see the beauty in this phase of life, and you'll discover that there's still so much to enjoy. Living alone doesn't mean your life has to be dull or repetitive. Many older adults fall into routines that lack excitement. While routines can provide stability, they shouldn't become restrictive to the point where life feels monotonous. But here's the good news. Fun and adventure don't have an age limit. Try something new, a cooking class, a book club, or an online course to learn a new skill. Take solo trips or weekend getaways to explore new places, even if it's just a short drive away. Treat yourself to small joys, like a relaxing bath, a delicious meal, or a cozy movie night. One retired woman shared how she started traveling solo in her 70s. At first she worried that it would feel lonely, but once she took the leap, she realized, it's been the most freeing experience of my life. I set my own schedule, meet new people, and enjoy every moment without worrying about what anyone else wants to do. Fun isn't just for the young, it's for the young at heart. No matter your age, you deserve to enjoy life. So, find what makes you happy and make time for it every day. One of the biggest mistakes people make when living alone is believing that they are completely alone in their experience. In reality, there are millions of others walking this same path, facing similar challenges, and finding ways to thrive. If you ever feel alone, consider these ways to build connection and support. Join online communities where older adults share experiences and advice. Many forums and social media groups offer a space to connect with like-minded individuals. Look for support groups designed for seniors who live alone. Many community centers and libraries host in-person gatherings. Make an effort to build new friendships. It's never too late to meet people who share your interests. One man in his late 60s shared how he joined a local walking group and ended up making lifelong friends. I used to think I was completely alone, but now I have people I look forward to seeing every week. We walk, talk, and enjoy each other's company. It's the best thing I've done for myself. The key takeaway? You never have to go through this journey alone. There's always a way to find connection, support, and companionship. You just have to take the first step toward reaching out. Living alone as an older adult can be a truly beautiful and fulfilling experience, but only if approached with mindfulness and intention. By avoiding isolation and making an effort to stay socially connected, taking care of your health, both physically and mentally, keeping a positive mindset and focusing on gratitude, embracing joy and fun in your daily life, building a strong support system so you never feel truly alone. You can turn this stage of life into one of the most rewarding chapters yet. Remember, your life still holds incredible value. There's always something new to learn, experience, and appreciate. Whether it's trying a new hobby, connecting with like-minded individuals, or simply taking in the quiet joys of daily life, this is your time to thrive. What are some ways you've made living alone a positive experience? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our future content. Thank you for watching, and take care. Have you ever walked into a senior's home and immediately felt a sense of calm and order? It's not just about having spotless floors or neatly arranged bookshelves. It's about a lifestyle built on daily habits that prioritize cleanliness, organization, and peace of mind. Over the years, I've observed, read about, and even learned from online discussions about what keeps some seniors' homes perpetually inviting and fresh. Let's explore their secrets, the little things they do every day that make a big difference. Many seniors with clean homes swear by a simple yet effective habit: tidying up before going to bed. They don't leave dishes in the sink or laundry draped over the couch. Instead, they take 10 to 15 minutes each evening to restore order, ensuring they wake up to a clean slate. This habit isn't about perfection, it's about peace of mind. Before heading to bed, they'll quickly wash the dishes, straighten the cushions on the sofa, take out the trash if it's full, fold blankets and put remotes back where they belong. Make sure the kitchen counters are wiped clean. By tackling these small tasks at night, they eliminate the stress of waking up to a messy home. One senior shared that her nightly tidying ritual includes lighting a calming candle, turning off unnecessary electronics, and ensuring the entryway is clutter-free in case of early visitors. A tidy home in the morning sets the tone for a more productive, stress-free day. Many seniors find that this practice allows them to wake up with a sense of control, rather than feeling like they are already behind on household chores before the day has even begun. Instead of letting messes pile up, These seniors have mastered the art of cleaning as they go. They wipe down kitchen counters immediately, return items to their proper places, and never leave a room empty-handed if something belongs elsewhere. The philosophy here is simple. Small actions prevent big problems. In the kitchen, this means rinsing and loading dishes into the dishwasher right after eating, rather than letting them stack up. In the bathroom, it's wiping the sink and mirror after brushing teeth so grime doesn't build up. In the living room, it's putting magazines and newspapers away instead of letting them pile up. In the bedroom, it's folding and putting away clothes rather than tossing them onto a chair. By addressing messes as they happen, they avoid overwhelming deep cleaning sessions later. One retired chef mentioned that she always sweeps the floor after cooking, explaining, "It's easier to clean now than to deal with sticky crumbs later." This mindset keeps their homes consistently clean with minimal effort. Many seniors also use tools like handheld vacuums or quick-dry mops to make daily touch-ups effortless. By making cleaning a natural part of their routine, they ensure their home stays fresh without requiring hours of effort at once. This habit makes a noticeable difference in maintaining an inviting and comfortable living space. Seniors with clean homes don't allow clutter to accumulate over time. Instead, they are constantly evaluating their belongings, asking themselves, "Do I still need this? Does this bring me joy? When was the last time I actually used this?" They've learned that less clutter means less to clean and maintain. Decluttering doesn't have to be a big event. These seniors take a slow and steady approach, tackling one drawer or one corner at a time. They've also developed an eye for things they no longer use. For example, one senior follows the one in, one out rule. If she buys a new sweater, an old one must go. Another great tip is keeping donation boxes handy. Whenever they come across items they no longer use, they immediately drop them in the box. This makes decluttering an ongoing, stress-free process rather than a daunting, once-a-year event. Some seniors also make it a habit to do seasonal purges, such as going through kitchen cabinets every 3 months to discard expired or unused items, checking closets at the start of each season, and donating clothes they haven't worn in a year. Evaluating home decor and furniture annually to decide if anything is outdated or no longer useful. This continuous decluttering ensures their homes never become overcrowded, making cleaning easier and more manageable. Seniors with consistently clean homes don't waste energy cleaning every single space daily. Instead, they focus on high-traffic areas, places that get the most use and make the biggest impact. These areas include kitchen counters, wiped down after every meal; the living room, given a quick once-over before bedtime; bathrooms, receiving daily attention like a quick swish of the toilet brush and a wipe down of the sink; entryways, ensuring shoes, bags, and coats are neatly arranged. By keeping high-traffic areas tidy, they create the illusion of a perpetually clean home, without spending hours cleaning every room. One senior shared her approach. "I focus on first impression areas like the entryway and living room because these are the spaces guests see first." Many seniors also place small cleaning kits in strategic locations to make daily maintenance easier. For example, they might keep disinfectant wipes in the bathroom for quick cleanups, have a dust cloth near the living room to wipe surfaces regularly, store a mini broom and dustpan in the kitchen for quick floor touch-ups. This focus on high-traffic areas ensures that their homes always feel clean and inviting, even if every single room isn't spotless at all times. Starting the day on a productive note sets the tone for everything that follows. Seniors with clean and organized homes often begin their mornings with small, intentional cleaning tasks: making the bed, airing out rooms, or unloading the dishwasher. These simple habits ensure that their homes remain tidy and inviting with minimal effort. A structured morning routine keeps them on track and prevents clutter from accumulating. Some common habits include making the bed, a quick and effortless task that instantly makes the bedroom look neater and more put together; airing out rooms. Opening windows for a few minutes refreshes the air, reduces odors, and prevents the home from feeling stuffy. Clearing away lingering clutter from the night before. Whether it's a book on the coffee table or an empty glass in the bedroom, putting things back in their place prevents mess from accumulating. One senior shared that she likes to sip her morning coffee while unloading the dishwasher, turning what would normally feel like a chore into a relaxing ritual. By incorporating these small but impactful